It's a basic part of life. Everything dies. One day, everything that you use in your everyday life will break and it will need to be replaced. The question is, what happens to it after that? Most materials have a procedure for disposal. Luckily, most of the things that we use today can be recycled in some way, shape, or form. In this way, the components that make up the products that we use can be given new life by being created into something else. Have you ever looked at the recycling symbol? It's very intentional. The first arrow in the symbol represents the consumer buying a product. The second represents the consumer recycling the product. And the third is a manufacturer recycling the materials to create a new product. There's also a second recycling label that is often used, and it's used on new products. That label indicates that that product is made out of some percentage of recycled products. Here's the problem. Not everything can be recycled, and the products that we use today often have a lot of different kinds of materials in it. This means that most of the things that get disposed of need to be disassembled for proper recycling. There are many places around the world that have facilities for just this. They have facilities that disassemble all of the trash that they receive so that everything can be properly recycled. However, this means that in some places recycling is extremely expensive and complicated. So what kinds of materials can be recycled and how do we recycle them? Organic materials make up nearly 60% of a material in all landfills. That's a lot of waste. Not all organic material can be recycled, but a lot of it can. Grass clippings, yard debris, leaves, and even some food can be composted. Compost is organic waste that can be converted into fertilizer, and you can use that actually in your garden. You can also recycle cardboard pretty easily. Cardboard can be shredded and turned into paper fiber to make newspaper. Unused wood, rather than burning, can also be used for other things. Wood can be repurposed as mulch, bedding for pets, or even plywood. Metal is the easiest material to recycle. Once it's been separated from the other kinds of materials, it can simply be melted down and reused again. Plastic material is by far the most complicated type of material. There are a lot of different kinds of plastic. They even get their own special recycling label. Recycling products have a number inside of their recycling symbol, so that way recycling facilities know the exact procedure that they need to do in order to properly recycle that material. Ceramics are also tricky. Bricks, roof tiles, and drainage pipes can all be ground down and reshaped, but there are often many differences in composure, so this can be difficult. Also, not many facilities actually recycle ceramics, so it can be difficult to find a place to take your unused ceramics. Most people either end up throwing away ceramic material or upcycling it, or repurposing it for another use. Composite materials are really hard. Composite materials are made up of multiple types of materials, so recycling them is particularly hard. For instance, tires. Scientists have been looking into different ways to recycle tires. For now, people have been repurposing tires as shoes. They've been stripping the treads off of tires and applying them on the bottom of shoes to make new shoe tread. Tires can also be shredded up and placed on a playground to protect children when they fall. In a recent scientific discovery, scientists were able to convert old tires into oil that can be used for cars. This is an entirely new discovery, so it'll be interesting to see if this actually catches on in the industry. Like everything there is, recycling is heavily regulated in the United States and other countries. There are a lot of codes as well as laws that regulate the way that recycling is done. And it can vary from city to city or even from state to state and especially from country to country. But one thing's for sure, regardless of cost, recycling is extremely important for the caretaking of our planet.